than 100 million whole cards. Chapter 1. I'm a passerby, and it's reasonable to have more than 100 million whole cards. Author. I can't sleep at night. 100 years ago, the world changed, the game came to reality, and monsters began to rage. Bai Yi, as a passerby, who could not learn any normal skills, began to awaken the god-level skill system. From now on, come, escort, summon a man to block the knife in front of him. Dad, come, when you need it, call your father, including your godfather, to help. Shame on me, go and take off his clothes. By saying this to the target, you can completely disarm the target's equipment, including clothing. And you can no longer wear it for a certain period of time. One sword opens the door. Swing the long sword, professionally unclog the sewers, and give the other party a different experience. SS-level schoolflower. My husband Bai Yi has the posture of a great emperor. Game boss. I'd rather commit suicide than be an enemy of Bai Yi. Heavenly gods and demons. What Bai Yi is coming? Don't come near me. This book alias. I'm a passerby, it's reasonable to kill God, right? I have a cheapness, but I can fight everything in the world. All people change jobs. My skills have 100 million points of impropriety. Passers-by are the weakest. A sound of dad coming, shocking the world. The introduction is weak. Please move to the main text. Chapter 1. How about you hit me again? On the podium, a male teacher wearing glasses patted the table in an enthusiastic tone and said, as we all know, professionals are roughly divided into 3 categories. The first category is the combat category, the second category is the auxiliary category, and the third category is the life category, and there are as many as tens of thousands of subdivided professions. According to the latest statistics of the 100 Poison website, the recruitment standards of China's top vocational universities have been lowered than in previous years. And the top 10 college combat occupations need to achieve A or above in the test, auxiliary occupations need to achieve B+ or above, and life occupations need to achieve C+ or above. In addition, tomorrow's assessment copy has also been determined. The difficulty is divided into 3 difficulties: normal, nightmare, and purgatory. And the number of people is limited to 1 to 3 people, of which the requirement of top 3 universities is to participate in at least a copy of nightmare difficulty to meet the admission standards. Teacher, I wish you all good grades tomorrow and admission to the university that suits you. Now let us shout together with excitement. Gan Lin Niang. Bai Yi covered his head and cursed. Just now, he crossed over. Countless memories appeared out of thin air, merging with his original memories. It's a world where reality and games merge. About 100 years ago, Catastrophe of Gods, created by the will of Blue Star, was integrated into reality. The huge game map has expanded the area of Blue Star by more than 10,000 times. Countless copies and secret realms have appeared all over the world. And people also have the ability to awaken and become professionals. This miraculous ability has become the foundation of people's lives. And he awakened a special profession with potential F, called passerby. This profession is very similar to its name, that is, a pure passerby. Not only are the attribute values evenly distributed, but they cannot learn any existing skills. After all, how can a passerby become the protagonist of the world? So far, Bai Yi does not have any skills as a professional except for a little higher physical strength than ordinary people, which can be said to be a complete waste. Bai Yi, don't be in a daze, apologize quickly. Zhang Daxian at the same table poked Bai Yi with his elbow, pulling him back from memory to reality. Following Zhang Daxian's line of sight, he saw that the head teacher Chu Yuan had a black face and was walking towards him quickly. Teacher Chu, early? Chu Yuan smiled coldly. The assessment is about to be carried out. You are still so unorthodox, although you can't learn skills, but if you continue to fall like this, it won't be long before the kindergarten children are much stronger than you. It can't be. It's still a problem for me to hit 2 children one by one. Bai Yi muttered softly. Besides, it takes a schoolboy to beat me, right? You. Chu Yuan smacked his tongue for a while. Although what I said is exaggerated. But you don't give me the steps. What kind of trouble? Don't you know that a good oath meeting was completely disturbed by your dirty words? Thinking of this, Chu Yuan was angry. Pulling out a teaching ruler from his waist, he said coldly, stretch out your hand. Don't. It's not right to physically punish students. Don't talk nonsense. A manly husband must dare to be bold. Are you a man? At this moment, time seemed to slow down suddenly. 3 options suddenly appeared in front of Bai Yi's eyes. Thank you for using the traversal service provided by our company. In view of your recognition of our company, please choose the system that belongs only to you among the 3 options below. Option 1. The manly husband dares to be bold, happily stretches out his hand, and admits his mistakes. Get rewarded. Bind the super draw system. Option 2. Get up and leave, and shout. Corporal punishment. Students, wait for me to go to the education bureau to sue you. Get rewarded. Bind the Krypton gold strength system. Option 3. Continue to be arrogant and provocative. What do men want? Now I am still a boy. Get rewarded. Bind the god level skill system. Goldfinger coming. Sure enough, the web article sincerely does not deceive me. Bai Yi's heart was ecstatic. Quickly go through the options. The first one, super pumping, must also solve things that I don't have skills, but after all, the randomness is too great to be considered. The second, please, you are all plugged out, and as a result, you also need Krypton gold. This experience is very poor, so don't consider it. As for the third, god level skill system, this thing is especially smacked when you hear it. Point out the theme and solve the skills problem at the root. What's more, the god level is greater than the super, there is no problem. Having made a decision, Bai Yi slowly stood up from his seat, stretched out an index finger and shook it carelessly, and his mouth was still very disdainful. Teacher, what you said is not right. Men want that after that. Now I am just a pure love boy. Quote. Select to complete. The God level skill system is successfully bound. Get the newbie package. Initial skill. Come person. Escort. Poof. Ha ha ha. I don't know which person who didn't have the ability to see was the first to laugh. Immediately afterwards, there was a burst of laughter from the class. I'm Cow hastily. I don't Bai Yi, from today onwards, you will be my idol. More and more people were amused by Bai Yi's actions. Zhang Daxian at the same table gave a thumbs up from the bottom of his heart. Just this courage, this guts. I would like to call you Bai Yi the strongest. Quiet. Chu Yuan roared loudly. The class immediately fell silent, which shows its majesty. Seeing that Bai Yi had no intention of repenting, he dared to speak provocatively. He couldn't bear it anymore, and directly raised the ruler and pumped towards Bai Yi's arm. Bai Yi, come, escort. Pressed in a whisper. At this moment, a girl's figure suddenly appeared in front of Bai Yi. Before Chu Yuan could stop, the ruler landed on the girl's arm with unmistakable accuracy. Snap. Ziwei. Ah, it hurts. Chu Yuan. The class. O_O winking face. What's the situation? Quote. Ziwei, are you alright? Chu Yuan couldn't care what was going on, and asked with concern. Teacher, he bullied me. Ziwei cried out. Just now, she was still eating melons. As a result, a force majeure force teleported her directly from her seat to Bai Yi's body. Inexplicably, it became a meat shield. First chapter 1.